Hello, you're very welcome to Destination Newry Bite and Community TV here on a Thursday evening. And hello to Gerry and Carla. Before that, I'm going to give a quick synopsis of the news. One more death was reported by the Department of Health in Northern Ireland, bringing the total now to 552. Three more people have died in the Republic of Ireland, bringing their total to 1,738. The total deaths on the island of Ireland is 2,290. So in Scotland, the figures in Scotland say there's 2,487 people dead, but that's from the National Health. But the total figure could go up as high as 4,155. Worldwide, there's 10.7 million people confirmed with coronavirus, with 516,000 people dead. In Wales, 8 more people with coronavirus have died in Wales, bringing their total to 1,524. Newry, Mourne and Down, 358 people have coronavirus in this area with 46 deaths, so no change from yesterday. Armagh City, Banbridge and Craigavon, 749 people confirmed with 83 deaths. Again, no change. Michelle O'Neill will not step aside as Deputy First Minister under any circumstances following the funeral of Bobby Storey. It comes after other parties in the executive, including the DUP, called for her to resign. The wearing of face masks, face coverings on most buses, trains and ferries will be mandatory in Northern Ireland from the 10th of July. And the Parades Commission has received more than 80 applications for marches to celebrate the 12th, mainly by bands, since the restrictions on outdoor gatherings were eased. And we spoke of this last night. London ladies urged the LGA to consider championship exclusion. London ladies have called on the LGFA to reconsider their abrupt decision to exclude them from the 2020 championship due to the ongoing concerns regarding COVID-19 pandemic. The rescheduled championship campaign will commence in October, but it will not feature the exiles with concerns regarding travel safety and quarantine regulations. London have reached the All-Ireland Junior semi-final in each of the last 4 years, but as things stand, will not be competing with Fermanagh, Carlow, Wicklow, Derry, Limerick and Antrim for the West County Hotel Cup. They have urged the authorities to wait until further notice before making a final call, pointing out that London's men's team are still awaiting their fate, and that includes the footballers and the hurlers. So thanks a million. And of course, we're going to go to Gerry first. So Carla, if you just hold tight there, we'll keep the good wine to the last. And Gerry, what's happening on the other side of the river? Let's hear.
Good evening, Damien. Good to be back on again this week. I thought after last week I would be barred for life when I went on a bit of a rant about a plaque to pay tribute to community associations and volunteers throughout Newry and beyond. But I'll start off with a brief update. It's only going to take 26 pages, so don't worry about it. You'll be home in time for 8 o'clock. Our committee started the distribution of the vouchers from Sainsbury's, which were bought. I mentioned it last week. These were £15 vouchers, and we got, I think, 33 altogether, and most of these have been given out to the people, which we deemed, with our obviously community intelligence, of those who are in most need, and also from feedback from all the people we asked them, did they know anybody. So there may be some that we weren't able to get to because of the limited finances, but within the next week or two, we'll be going round again to those that were left out, with the £15 vouchers. This project, over the period of the 2 phases, will cost approximately £1,000, and it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the funding from DSC, Newry One District Council, and my thanks once again to the Confederation of Community Groups. We're also delighted that our application for £1,500 has been successful. I think this is a COVID-19 emergency fund grant, and our thanks to all involved in that. This will be used for 3 sets of parcels. I think I alluded to it last week, that will go, again, we're conscious of, we've already done primary school children, so we've decided to also make up relevant packs for teenage boys and girls, and again, the elderly and vulnerable. And as most people know, our main focus throughout this crisis wasn't just to alleviate the financial difficulties that residents in our community make, but to also, I see Cal has the thing up about the food parcels that are being still delivered, but that's only one day a week, according to DFC's new guidelines. The numbers that we get at ARP have been dramatically cut. As I was just saying, there is the focus throughout this crisis has been not just for alleviating the financial difficulties for people within our community, but also their mental health and physical well-being. And that's why we incorporate things, outdoor activities when we can, and obviously that gives people an opportunity to come out. And as I'm saying, making sure that all social guidelines and social distance and all that is adhered to. The update, I just want to give an update on a few things that I mentioned in this community TV, and I'll give some credit to Destination Newry as well as our people who were involved in it. I mentioned at one time about the skip on the Dromalane Road. There was a landowner, someone who bought the vacant property there, had left it. So that has been thankfully resolved, because as I said the last time, it was overflowing and people were using it for illegal dumping. The issue of bin lorries not being able to get up into the area known as the top square, that's also been resolved because council workers put in leaflets through the doors of people who own cars nearby and asked them to park a wee bit more carefully. Now that's been resolved. The issue of the trees that I mentioned last week, the overgrown trees, pleased to say that we're great at resolving problems in our community for some reason, because there was a meeting last week and the grounds maintenance from the housing executive were out, and they made a promise that within the next couple of weeks those trees will be trimmed down, and thankfully that's going to happen because they were a nightmare to some people. And I just say about belated birthday greetings to Lorraine Gorman for Dromalane, who celebrated her 60th birthday a few days ago, last weekend. So belated greetings from me and everyone else. Lorraine, happy birthday to Declan Larkin, the son of our famous Joey Larkin, the famous Chelsea football player. We have a lot of famous people within the Dromalane community, as most people know. And that comes from his mother and father, Joey and Anne, and all his family. Can I also wish a speedy recovery to fellow community worker Jimmy Gorman, a long-term friend. I think he's due to come home from hospital very soon. I think the sooner the better, because he's a very popular, unlike myself, he's a very popular member of our committee. What I'm saying is, I was thinking during the weekend for a while that I think it's time for me to focus on the young people within our community, because like our communities, young people tend to get some bad PR. Some of it is justified, but a lot of it so, and everybody seems to be tarred with the same brush, and I think that's very unfair, because there's a lot of excellent young people in our area doing great work. So I took it upon myself with use my own discretion as I normally do. And I asked Chloe Ferraris from Quayside Close, a 14-year-old girl. I asked her parents would it be okay for them to take a very brief video for her to explain about her love for Gaelic football and what she has achieved over the years in relation to that. And I just added the fact that Chloe, when she was 7 years of age, went absolutely down it. And I've done that several times and stuff, and raised £1,000 for children in need. So that probably would have been the catalyst for her being involved in such healthy activities. And I think there's going to be a video coming up now where Chloe will sort of give an explanation about. I'll just leave it.
My name is Chloe. I am 14 years old and I play for Crossmaglen Rangers. Gaelic has always been a big part of my life ever since I can remember. Anyone who knows me will always say, every time they see me, I always have a ball with me. I have played within a few clubs in Newry, but I have always wanted to play with Crossmaglen Rangers, the team my dad played for. 2 years ago, I finally got my wish. In my first year, I started playing at under 14 level, but I was asked to play for the under 16s. We won the under 16 championship, and I was nominated by my club for the Little Future Stars. I was selected and spent a day training with the Dublin senior ladies in the GAA National Development Centre. In the same year, I was also selected to represent Armagh at half-time in the ladies senior semi-final against Calvin. Last year we won the under-14 championship and league and the under-16 championship. I also was lucky to represent the club in the Go Games, which meant I got to fulfil my dream of playing in Croke Park. At the end of last season I started to play with the minors. I really loved Gaelic and I'm thankful that last night I got back to training, and later in the month I'll be starting back up with matches. The next goal that I have will be trying to get onto the county team. I know that if I work hard I will be able to achieve this goal.
I have fantastic, Chloe. And next week, I hope to have a 14-year-old girl from Dromalane, Casey McKeown, who have asked our parents to take a similar video. Casey, that she'll be able to tell is absolutely fantastic and well known, very popular young boxer, not just in our community, but for our field. Can I say at this juncture that if anybody knows anybody who deserves a mention here, where it's just a photograph and a wee bit of a story, feel free to let me know, or if there's a brief video, or then, because I think it's very important that we tend to promote the adults in society, right? So that the young people who are doing fantastic work, they need a platform also for doing that. And I'd like to use that whenever I possibly can to be that platform for them to get the publicity, and rightly so, that they thoroughly deserve. And move on to future plans for our community. Firstly, on Saturday the 11th of July, there will be, I mentioned this last week, a community table quiz followed by a community street sing-along for our area. This will take place as usual on the green area in Dromalane. From Monday the 24th of July, for 5 consecutive days, there will be a children's Keep Fit boot camp. This will take place each day from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And there will be limited numbers of time, but then again, the way things are going, anything that happens could be increased. I want to thank Neighbourhood Renewals have subgroup, because they've are financing us through Neighbourhood Renewal. As I say it many times, without Neighbourhood Renewal, I know our committee, many committees within the Neighbourhood Renewal area. I could talk all night about it, but that's for another time. Monday the 13th of July will see the start of a Family Keep Fit programme. This will be every Monday from 6:30 and will last 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and it's a way of bringing families back together out in the open air, doing Keep Fit, getting healthy, getting fit, etc. I think that would be an excellent project too. And just to mention that on both of those Keep Fit activities, professional trainers will be on hand, and obviously the proper procedures and protocols will be put in place. I want to thank the Clanray group, who will be organisers for us. There are plans to have a few bus trips as part of our summer programme. There will be 10 children, again at this moment in time, things can change in a week or two, only allowed on the bus, probably with 1 or 2 members of our committee. So we'll be doing that. For example, if we have 20 or 30 of a certain age group wants to go, then we're going to have to arrange 3 trips to accommodate those 30 young, but we need to be seen to making an effort on their behalf. The venues have yet to be decided, and I want, again, I keep mentioning this here, Neighbourhood Renewal, because that's funded through their outdoor activity programme. All that I mentioned here will be on our Facebook page, and a newsletter that will be out next week, which is important. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't have Facebook, so there'll be a newsletter about these here. I just want to mention too also Father Tomedies on Sunday, the 5th of July, will see the commemoration of the Golden Jubilee of the ordination to the priesthood of one of Dromalane's very own, Father Pat Tomedy. He was ordained on Sunday, the 5th of July 1970, and later became a Dominican and remains so to this day in St. Catherine's Church. There's an excellent booklet, and I can say the word excellent, that was done by James McAreevy. I know James very well. I worked on several projects over the year, particularly the Dappers Monument, and I've nothing but the highest praise for him and all involved in this book. It's absolutely brilliant. The photographs are fantastic. The story is fantastic. I'm delighted that he done this here, and it is full credit to him, as I say, to all involved. And he's going to be my person of the week for this year because of this project that he got involved. James is a long-term friend of Tom and knows him very well. In fact, they're very, very close. The members of our committee distributed these booklets over the last few days to our community, and I know people will keep it and treasure them. Can I just also say, last week I mentioned about a plaque for community workers in the Fallen sector, particularly the efforts that have been made during the present crisis. And I call them the unsung hero. I'm not going to go on a big rant here. I'm going to be brief. And I said I would like to see a plaque, but I'm pleased to say that a neighbourhood renewal Zoom meeting last night, which I obviously was at, I brought this here forward, and it was everyone agreed that it is needed, and I'm delighted that it will be now a discussion at council level, department for the community level, and different areas. Not to say that community groups and volunteer are any different. Just I've always said that it's about time they got some recognition for their excellent work over the years. Can I say finally, I'm sure Damien would be pleased to hear this, because he mentioned Diane McCabe a few weeks ago, and it was her birthday. I just want to give a big shout out to Diane, because I'd be talking regularly on the phone to her as a result of my housing work. I just want to say this: I've known Diane for many decades, and she's just simply an example to all. There's nothing that she won't do in relation to housing. She's friendly, and she doesn't use the them and us attitude. She uses is the us attitude, and within according to justification method, she will do what she can to help people in need of housing, advice and supporting them and things like that there. And I know so many in the local district housing executive office that are the same, but when I was talking to her during the week, it just came into my head about time of day. And I'll be doing that too with different people. I think it's time that people got recognition for the work that they do with housing work, or different works throughout Newry and beyond. I'm delighted she's a good friend of mine, as well as working in partnership with me throughout my housing work. So that's me. I told you it was short. I'll leave the other 24 pages to next week.
Gerry, listen, thanks a million. I'm sure Diane will be delighted. And look, there is no question, Diane is a superb, I suppose she's a superb worker for the housing executive, and she takes her job very serious, and she does look after her tenants, and she looks after her area very much, and she will appreciate your kind words. So listen, thanks a million.
Thank you, Liam. See you next week. All going well.
Thanks, Gerry. Thanks, Gerry. And then we're going to go to the other side of the river, and we're going to talk to the lovely Carla. And Carla, you have lots to tell us, and you have a little video as well, and you're going to be telling us some great stories here this evening. But before I finish, just have to say a big happy birthday to Jimmy Burns, the legendary fiddle player from the Newry area. Jimmy's 95 today. I don't have a picture of him. He's 95 today. So going strong and still enjoying his music. So there we have it. And the Armagh Championship draws is on tonight on Armagh TV at 8 o'clock, or shortly after 8 o'clock, and that's something to look forward to. So Carla, take it away.
Thanks very much, Damien. Thank you. And once again, thanks very much to Destination Newry for allowing us to come on tonight again. Just a few things tonight, because we have a couple of videos I wanted to play, but just to keep everybody in the loop, that we're planning an outdoor movie night. We have a few places pinpointed, and we understand that people are frustrated. We can't get them on buses and take them away to trips, but we are trying our best to come up with substitute ideas. And this is one that we have come up with. We have 3 dates in mind, which is the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th of July. We'll be giving out more information about that on our Facebook page. Obviously, we have to adhere to social distancing, but we will have all that sorted out by the time that comes. But what we're looking for from the young ones is any suggestions about movies or films, and remember, it's for family nights, so it has to cater for everyone. So we're open to any suggestions at all. Now, I'm going to show you a wee video of Carla's there. This is twins called Rachel and Neve Quinn, and they were the highlight of the community last week. They are Robert and Karina Quinn's daughters, and they come up with a fabulous idea. They were at a family garden party. Their Aunt Kira was 30, And we were looking through photographs the night before of Ciara's wedding. She got married 6 months previous, and one of them had wrote a little note on the back of one of the photographs. So the day of the party, they had asked everyone to give them £1 to see if they could guess where the note was written on the back. So I'm going to let the girls tell you, Sarah. We interviewed them during the week, and thanks to Robbie and Karina as well for letting us interview them. Which one's Rachel?
Me.
Rachel? Neve. And Rachel Neve's going to tell us a wee bit how they did their fundraising at their Auntie Ciara's birthday party. So who wants to go and tell me what you've done?
So the night before, we were having a sleepover in our granny's.
And your Granny Lorraine and Granda Pat?
Yeah, and Granny wanted us to help her do a show, so we did. And then I found a picture and I decided to write a note in it. And then, do you want me to send you a note?
So there was loads of pictures of Ciara,
Yeah,
because you were going to Ciara's birthday party.
Yeah.
And you wrote a note on the back of one of the pictures.
Yeah, it was at her wedding.
Oh, it was at her wedding, because she just got married 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Right. So then you wrote the note.
Yeah.
And then what happened the next day?
And then the next day, like about 8 o'clock, we did it, and everyone picked up a picture, and they gave it £1 or more.
Right. So they picked the picture. They didn't know the writing was on the back.
No.
And then they had to give you £1.
Yeah. Or more.
Or more. And how many pictures was there?
50.
50 pictures. And how many £1 coins did you get?
€50.
€50.
No, €50 note.
A €50 note.
Yeah. And 25.
£25.
Yeah.
And that was from all your friends and family at Ciara's 30th.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then we gave it to the hospital.
Before that, how did you pick the winner? So the winner was the writing on the back?
Yeah.
And who was the winner? Kieran Collins.
Yes.
And what did he win?
A point.
He won £1.
Yeah, but he threw in 3 points.
Oh, so he gave his £1 back and an extra £2.
So he got 3 goals.
So that's very good.
And they're all of the wedding ones.
So all wedding photographs.
The person that threw in the €50 didn't get 50 goals because that's just the.
Yeah, well that was very nice of them to do that.
Yeah.
And who was that?
Charlie.
Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
That's good. And tell me this, girls. So then you decided what were you going to do with the money?
Give it to the hospice.
The hospice, which is just down the road.
Yeah.
And do you know what the hospice does?
Yeah.
What does it do?
It takes care of people until they die.
Very good girl. So you decided to give your £75 to the hospice.
Yeah.
And you went down, and what happened in the hospice?
We gave it, and they wrote it down in a note, and then we took a picture, a check.
With a big check?
Yeah.
And
check.
that's very good, girls. And he's very proud of yourselves.
Yeah.
Because you know everybody in the community is very proud of you. Aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is. You are good girls. And are you going to do it again?
Sometimes maybe in Kieran's 40.
Very good.
That is a long time.
But here, there's a big birthday coming up very soon, is there not?
Oh yeah, Newry.
What about Mummy?
And yeah.
What age is Mummy coming?
40.
Mummy's coming 40, so why don't you do it again then? And pick a different charity? Would that be a good idea?
Yes.
Yeah? Will you let us know?
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Good girl. Well done. Well done, girls. Very good. So two absolute superstars, Rachel and Neve Quinn, and everybody was just so proud of them. It was their own idea, £75 raised down to the hospice, and the whole family's just so proud of them. So Rachel and Neve, well done, and Robert and Karina, two absolute superstars there. This week is very special persons of the week. We have decided to nominate our own children, our committee's children, and the reason for this is they've never complained. They've always joined in. There you can see there we're cooking for the homeless people in Dublin, for people in need, and they've never complained. You know, they've taken time away from their friends. That's Tiernan and Kane. Anytime we've got committee meetings, sometimes we've had to have them in our own homes because the hub wasn't available. So we've had to chase them into each other's houses or chase them up the stairs. But these kids are just fantastic. There should be some more photographs there. We have Leah and Paul, yes, Leah, Paul Og, Pascal, Connor, Kane, Josh, Neve, and Cohen. That was them in a trip away. But these kids have been so good. Even when we're doing litter picks, you know, they're never complaining, and they're always willing to join in, and they're such happy kids. And the reason why we're doing all this community work is for them. We would love them to join in afterwards when we're ready to hang up the boots. This is the sort of work we would love our kids to do and continue on with, to carry on the Ballinacraig good name. So well done to all the kids and to all the committee members on taking your kids with you, getting them to join in and making us a better and bigger community. We have, just to let you know, we've still got some education packs available. If anybody would want any, just let any of the committee members know, or just send a wee private mail to the page. And next up, we have our sports roundup with Marie Claire, and she's going to tell us all what's happening around this area with the sports, because she's better on it than me. I think there's a wee video there.
Area. This week we will start off by saying congratulations to all the Liverpool supporters in the area and farm-wide who are still celebrating winning the Premier League title. From social media, I've seen that the celebrations went long into the night last Thursday and have continued on, so well done. Commiserations to all non-Liverpool supporters who have had to put up with it this past week, and it will continue for a couple more weeks. You know they are going to lap this one up, so suck it up, non-Liverpool supporters, as I would say. We had our second outdoor exercise class on Tuesday. It was great crack, tiring but great crack. The kids absolutely loved it, and it is something we are looking into to try and continue throughout the summer. It is an absolutely great way to get the kids active and doing exercise, but also a great way of them getting to know their neighbours and people in the area. We are having another one this Tuesday, so if anyone wants to come down, the classes suit both adults and kids. So families want to come down. It's all done within guidelines of social distancing and that. So come on ahead. It's down at the Green and Flagstaff Court. On that note, we are, as a community association, trying to get Respect back down to the area. We know how much our kids in the area love the Respect project and those couple of hours that Martin Conlon and the crew spend down with us. Obviously, with the way COVID-19 is, it's been so up in the air, but as soon as we can get Martin and the crew back down, we will have them ASAP, because we know how much it means to the kids and also the parents that get such a thing out of seeing their kids just being so happy with such football and activities, and it's girls and boys, and it's just great. So we are working on that. So be rest assured that we haven't sat back and aren't doing nothing. We really are trying to sort stuff that falls in with the guidelines, but is also there for our kids during the summer as well. Moving on, Newry Shamrocks, the senior footballers and hurlers are back last week. Great wee buzz about the place. Again, it's all down to guidelines and that. Underage coaches have been in touch with their kids that go, and they are setting up the rules, regulations, guidelines, and all to going back to training. It is a whole new thing for not just Newry Shamrocks, but every GAA club up and down the country. It's new territory, so it is going to get some taken used to, but it is something that parents are going to have to sort of work with the club with. This is all just for the safety of your kids. If you can abide by what the trainers and that are telling you, then please do so. I have received quite a number of messages this past 2-3 weeks about the social club opening up. It is opening up on Friday, but it is strictly members only. Again, this is because of the guidelines that have been put in place. We really don't want to ruin any chances in that of our social club being told to shut down. So it is members only at the minute, and we are asking members to please abide by the guidelines that are put in place when going to the social club. There are signs that are guiding which way to go and that. So if you can abide by that, that'll be absolutely amazing. On to Cleary Celtic now. Last man standing is still going. A couple of followers this week. Mako needs his teams in by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening for the next round, and also any outstanding monies to get it into him, just to contact him, because we are sort of starting to get down to, you know, next couple of weeks it could be a winner or two winners or whatever way it is. So if he can get that money in, that'd be absolutely brilliant. There was an email from the league about what way they're going to go about getting back to football within the Newry area, Clary Celtic included. It's sort of up in the air at the minute because a couple of teams have left to join other leagues, so they're trying to reconstruct that league to suit everyone. So as soon as we know, you'll know. So that's all the sports news for this week, I think.
Thank you very much, my Claire. Great at her job. She knows more than me. So really, that's about all we have, folks, for this evening. Just to remind you, any suggestions for the videos or the movies that would be very interested in hearing. That's all the kids from the committee members. Girls, we'll have Rachel and Eve